Welcome to Perspective Podcast. This is episode 11 and we're going to talk about a whole lot of music stuff. Quite a bit has gone on last week. It's been a bit meh, but we've got some things to talk about. Firstly, we're just going to jump straight in. If you're new to the channel, if you're new to the podcast, hey, my name is Temi. I post videos about music, it's a whole lot of vibes. If you're new to the channel, if you're new to the podcast, please like, comment, whatever you can, follow to stay tuned to the podcast because I'm sure I will be consistent. We're 11 weeks in and this is something I love to talk about and we're just going to keep going. But yeah, thought I'd change and do the video in the room, always do it in the car. Thought I might as well switch it up. Show the vinyl, birds vinyl in the background. Why not? But we're just going to jump straight in. The Brits went on the other day and man, I forgot that it was even on. Not even forgot it was even on. I did not even know it was on. I thought it'd be on. I thought it would be live on a Sunday, not a Saturday. So I was thinking, okay, cool. I'm going to chill for the Saturday. I had work on that day, 9 till 5 and came back home. And then I was just chilling and I was seeing some stuff about the Brits on my on Instagram. And I was thinking, it's probably just like the pre-Brits or something, when they do the pre-shows before the actual award. And then as time went but it didn't register in my mind that the Brits was actually on. So then I'm chilling downstairs with Mumsy now. And I go on my phone and I see people winning awards. Well, actually, I go on Twitter and I see Charli XX wins an award. I'm thinking, wait a minute, what's going on? And I go on the Brits Instagram. I see they're doing the whole thing. They don't do it on a Saturday. I don't know what made them do the Brit Awards on a Saturday. It was weird to me. I don't know if it's just me. An award show should air out on a Sunday, not on a Saturday. What are you doing airing it on a Saturday? Won't that just decrease the viewership because people are probably going to be out on a Saturday? I know it's making me seem like I'm complaining, but so be it because that was, bro, my heart sank. For someone who loves to talk about music, I'm missing out on the Brits. I barely got to watch last year's one. And I didn't even know this one was on the Saturday. So that pissed me off. So then I'm now seeing all the awards and stuff, all the nominations and all the, the announcements and stuff. And I'm just on Twitter. There's no point me watching it because the time that I realized that it's on, it was 10:30. It finishes at 11. So I'm like, there's no point. There's really no point. But yeah, that's what happened to me. That's stinky. That is very stinky. And I have no one to blame but myself for that. But it just shows that, hey, we will be there, and I won't have to watch it. We will be there. I don't know how, I don't know what, but we will be there because that is atrocious. Wow. I genuinely forgot that the Brits was on and I've been talking about it for time and then it just, flew out my head. Not even flew out my head. Why are you, let's move on. But we're going to talk about the awards. I've got the list on my phone. We're going to talk about it. Ooh, that was a good one, innit? Song of the year goes to Charli XCX and Billie Eilish with their song Guess. Fairs, but I don't think it was a song of the year. I already knew that Charli XCX was going to sweep up the Grammys. I already knew it. We all knew that was going to happen, especially since she's a UK artist and her Brat album went crazy last year. She's literally been on a generational run. She's won a Grammy as well. But I have a feeling that when artists go crazy when they have a good year with winning Grammys and winning a Brit Award in the same time, in the same year, I don't know. I feel like this can be I feel like this can be the best for Charli XX, or I feel like it could be the worst. Not worse, but worse as in she's just gonna go in a dark pit if you're not doing it properly, or if you're not staying in your own filled, if that makes sense. I hope that she's filled around with love and passion because, a, I feel like when you win your Grammys and Brits in 1 year, or if you win a lot in a like short span of time, not short span of time, but if you win a lot in one night, and then win more awards for a big award show, I feel like it can be a bit overwhelming, and I feel like it can be big for ego, and I hope that it's just. I hope that she stays doing what she's doing and doesn't let it get to her head. That's what I'm trying to say, because it can also just bring a lot of pressure, and it also can just make the whole vibe go left. But that is just a little, I don't know. Yeah, I just hope that she stays on the wavelength that she is, because she's been on this music thing for time, and it's mad how she's only getting Grammys and Brit Awards now. She's been deserving it, but to be fair, I never really used to listen to her. But the fact that that's her first Brit Award that she's won this year, when she's been low-key, not dumb, she's low-key been standing on business with her music stuff that she's been doing for years. But anyway, shout out to Charlie XX and Billie Eilish with Guess. Hey, at least Billie Eilish has won a Brit. You know what I mean? Because it low-key should have gone to Birds of a Feather, but hey, give it to at least she's still credited. You know what I mean? It could have been worse. Best pop act, Jade, and it's Jade from Little Mix. Fairs. Best alternate rock act winner, Sam Fender, bro. Sam Fender. His album, People Watching, brilliant. But the one thing I will say though, when are they counting the album? Well, what album are they counting? Because his album released a week before the Brits even went on. Are they counting it from his last album? His last album was 2023 or 2022. Let me check. Let me actually do the check-in. His last album was 2021, and he released his album a week before the Brits. I don't know if you're counting the album because it's just released, or are you counting singles? And if you're counting singles, then you're going to be counting People Watching. Or what else did he release before that? Like a couple of singles, but they weren't that. Must just be People Watching, which is a really good song. But yeah, the way that they do this stuff with the nominees and acts are just weird. And also, it's a fan voted award. I feel like Brit Awards is too clear to the point that I don't think it should be doing fan votes. You know, I feel like they actually should be doing proper. But hey, I feel like you can't win. If they do it like that, then they're gonna end up like being criticized at Grammy, saying that they're corrupt from the people that are making the votes behind the scenes, you know? So he really can't win. But yeah, shout out to Sam Fender though, because he's a really good artist, and his album, People Watching, hey, it's a really good album. If you haven't listened to it, go and check out People Watching, because it's a very good album. My favorite song, I can't lie, it's still Arm's Length, but I really like Nostalgia's Lie. I really like Crumbling Empire. I really like Rain Me In. Bro, the whole album, People Watching. I wasn't a fan of TV Dinner, but I like it more now. I really like Wild Long Lie. I really like Me and the Dog should have been on the album. I don't know why I didn't put it on the album. But yeah, the whole album's good. And then Brit's Rising Star winner, Miles Smith. I've never listened to his music, and I might actually have to tap into his music, because yeah, why not? You know, if you're winning a Brit Award, then surely you have something to offer with, you know what I mean? So I really want to tap into his music. Then it goes to Best Dance Act winner, Charlie XX again. Bro, I'm telling you, she swept the Brit Awards. She really swept the Brit Awards. She really had a Kendrick year in terms of sweeping awards. On God. Speaking of the award, the like actual awards sculpture, shout out to Gabrielle Moses, because hey, that sculpture looks sick. It's him and it's him and Sloan, bro, back to back. Well, 2-year gap. Sloan's Brit Award sculpture was sick. I think that's my favorite one. And then Gabriel Moses is sick. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Best group winner of the year goes to Ezra Collective. I don't listen to their music, but I've heard stuff about them, of their music. It sounds cool. Hey, I swear Future and Metro Boomin were there. They should have won. They should have won. But hey, man, is what it is. Global Success Award winner, Sabrina Carpenter. It's not a shock, bro. Fairs. She was gonna sweep up something, you know what I mean? And then International Song of the Year, Good Luck Babe by Chapel Rowan. I don't listen to the music. I never really have. Yeah, I thought she was British. I didn't know that she was American. But hey, man. Will I tap in? Maybe, maybe not. And then this is where it gets interesting. Best Hip Hop Grime Act winner, Stormzy. I mean, fair enough. You know what I mean? He's a top tier artist. He deserves all the blessings. He was one of my top stream. Like he was my top stream song of the year with Holy Spirit, but that was from his album in 2022. Listen again. His last album, 2022. We're in 2025. He didn't release anything last year. He only released features, Backbone and Cry No More. Maybe and the one with Vashake. A handful of singles, but obviously the main song that made it him even win a Brit Award was Backbone, because obviously he went number one. But don't you think that's kind of crazy? This is why I low-key prefer Grammys with the way that they do their cut-off times and the way that they do their award nominations, because I feel like they actually dive in. I feel like they just put any big name and just put them in a list, regardless if you've dropped or not. Even Dave was on the list, and did he even do a feature last year? He only did one. He only did one feature last year, and he was nominated. The one who did the most was Getz and Sench. Sench did a bunch of singles last year. He released his album at the start of the year. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of crazy to me, but hey, yeah. If honestly, I like the Brit Awards, but if there was one thing I'd want them to actually make a little change, is to the way that they do the nominations, because man, like they really just he goes on the list. Like, bro, okay, like you're a big artist, but damn, you don't really. That's like putting Elton John on the list just because you're a big artist, like, or Adele. Or Coldplay. Like, okay, you're a big artist, but why are you going to be on the list? Actually, speaking of Coldplay, were they even nominated for anything? They probably are too big that they don't even want them to be. They don't even want to be nominated, because the way that they're doing these tours, bro, they're going clear. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of crazy. But hey, shout out to Stormzy though, and his acceptance speech was really good. At first, I was a bit like doing too much, but yeah, I can't be doing that, man. When you're talking about God, bro, that takes confidence and courage, and he took that to the stage with his paper, and he actually spoke truth. And yeah, you can't judge on someone who's speaking a word, because that shows that I'm lacking it myself. So fair enough to him, man. He deserves everything, and I hope he drops an album, because we miss his music. Well, I miss his music. Then it goes to Best R&B Act winner, which is Ray. Fair enough, she deserves it. She didn't release anything again last year, but she's been dropping singles, and she released her live show when she was in France, and that looked really good. So yeah, fair enough. She actually does deserve a award, because she's a really good artist, man, and it's nice that she's getting her flowers, because wow. She's been through it. International Group of the Year, Fountains DC. Fountains. Oh, not Fountains. Fontaines DC. I've never listened to the music, but I've only listened to. I'm lying. I've never listened to the music up until recently. I listened to their recent single that they dropped. I wasn't really a fan of it, but I can appreciate the art of people liking it, you know? But it was cool. So yeah, shout out to them. Oh yeah, International Group of the Year. It was the one with Future and Metro Boomin. Bias included, Future and Metro Boomin. But nah, to be fair, I knew it was going to be Fontaines DC, because, hey, they're good at what they do in it. Yeah, Chapel Rowan, she swept. Charlie XCX won Songwriter of the Year, and she's a really good artist, yeah. But Songwriter of the Year, I've never listened to her music and be like, okay, did you hear those bars? Like, what else has she written? But to be fair, she's been a songwriter for time, so I'm not going to, I'm not gonna, I don't know how do you say it? I'm not gonna not acknowledge that she's been a songwriter for time. So, hey, this was her time for real. And then the album of the year, Brit. Fair enough. You know, it's so crazy that album of the year is to an album that has no cover, just green and normal font that just says Brit. That just shows that you don't need to do too much to win. You don't need to do too much. As long as the quality is good, it don't matter about the cover. It don't matter about anything. As long as your vision matches with everything, nothing. It does not matter. Like, it's actually crazy that the cover art of the album is just Brat. But yeah, it's mad. Producer of the year, A.G. Cook. He literally cooked. I don't know who he is, but we'll tap into. Well, I want to see the songs that he's produced. And that is it. And it's crazy that the albums of the year for the Brit Awards in recent years, since 2014, there's only been 2 rap albums that have won. Gang Signs and Prayer from Stormzy's album and Psychodrama from Dave who won it. Yeah. That's kind of crazy that only 2 UK rap albums have won. But it does show that, hey, Central C should have won album of the year. Maybe not. It is a really good album of the year. I don't even know if it got nominated, but anyway, yeah, that's mad that only 2 UK rap albums have won. And it shows that the UK scene in terms of music, it can be very restricted in terms of how the UK see it. I feel like unless people that like rap, it's only going to go out to the people that like rap, not to the broad majority. I feel like only a few artists can do that. For example, a Dave and a Stormzy, and I feel like Central C is climbing up towards that. But I do feel like I feel like only that the people that like rap or like that similar sound are tapping into it, not people that are across the borders, if that makes sense. Because, bro, Dave and Stormzy, they're like clear with their music. I feel like all people will like their music, and yeah, that's how you know that your music's just generational, isn't it? And yeah, we're just waiting for that. I don't think we have an artist like that yet, other than a Dave and Stormzy, which just shows how much. Oh wait, feck, Skepta, whoa, Gigs, whoa, okay, yeah, Skepta, that's mad, bro. Skepta needs to drop an album because he deserves a Brit Award. Whoa, I can't believe I forgot that. And J Hus, damn, J Hus has never won a Grammy either. I mean, Brit, crazy, but yeah. Anyway, let's go on to the talks of the day, because that's enough of the Brit Awards. We will be there next year, you know, even though God has his reasons on why things happen, and we will be there next year. You know, I realize that as a content creator, you just gotta keep talking about the things that you love to talk about, and then watch it just flourish into something. So I'm gonna keep talking about it and saying we will be there. I don't know how, I don't know when, but we will be there. I spoke about Tyler the Creator's tour on my TikTok. His tour is really good. I really want to go to it, and I'm really considering to get tickets to go see him because, man, his tour looks really good. I like the vibe of the tour. I think he looks better than his last one. His last one was Call Me If You Get Lost, isn't it? But I do feel like my favorite album from Tyler the Creator is Call Me If You Get Lost, which may be a hot take, but there's just something about that album, man. That album was so good. It released in 2021 when everything was starting to get back outside. The sound of it's a really good sound. And yeah, my favorite on that album is Run It Up and Hot Wind Blows and Massa and Lumberjack and Corso and Lemonhead. Bro, the whole album, the whole album is really good. I was talking to someone, yeah. I was talking to someone about he messaged me on Instagram. Shout out to him. If you're reading this, shout out to you. I mean, if you're seeing this, shout out to you. He was talking to me about he wants to go to Wireless this year, and I was like, yeah, like go, even if you're going on your own, even if you don't have people to go with. And then he was like, oh, I may sell my ticket. I said, wait a damn minute, bro, do not sell your ticket, because people would, one, that's a lifetime experience for something that's never been done. For one person to headline 3 nights back to back to back, it's going to be history. You're going to be there. The amount of artists you're going to see, the amount of friends that you're going to make who like the same things that you like, because you're literally, you know, bro, being at a festival or a concert, you're literally around people that like the same things that you like, especially if you love that, you will gravitate towards the people that you choose to be around because you like the same thing. That's one thing about concerts and festivals that I really like. No matter who you are, bro, you're going to find people that like the things that you like because they pay to be there. You know what I mean? Like, and with music, bro, it's such an easy thing to connect on. That's why I love talking about it so much. But yeah, you don't want to miss out on those opportunities, because you'll probably make more friends than you ever thought while going to these festivals and concerts on your own. But I literally would say, and I'll always say, go even on your own. I'm not forgetting that I went to Dublin to see The Weeknd on my own and made some nice friends when I was there. I still remember their name. It was like a couple called Leah and Liam. Hey, Leah was lang, bro. She was bad, bro. She was actually bad. Yeah, but yeah, nah, those were the times, man. But go to them festivals and shows on your own, because you don't want to miss out on them opportunities. I went to Reading on my own as well. And yeah, you don't want to miss out on them opportunities. So go on your own, because it's an experience that you don't want to miss out on. And that's facts. Carti still hasn't released. I feel like it's a weekly thing for me to mention that. He still hasn't released. And he's talking too much. Spotify, let's drop this. Spotify, let's drop this. People are still waiting on the shipping dates for their bundles that you released. What are you playing at, mate? Yeah, what are you playing at? What are you playing at? Sheesh. Anyway, on my feed, the WWE shit was going on, and bro, Travis is just why is it, bro, the way that they were doing everything, it just looked like Oracle farming. I saw that comment, that's funny. How can you be Oracle farming? But yeah, well, he just looked like a headless chicken. But I can't lie, when he did his workout, fire. When he did his workout, fire. I can't lie, fire. It looked really good, to be fair. It looked really good. But bro, he posted the video of when him, The Rock, and John Cena were just standing, yeah. And then there was a guy that had a flag up in the air. Well, not a flag, but had a poster, and it had the Villa flag and the Birmingham City flag. He would have thunk it that you would see the worlds of Aston Villa, Birmingham City, and Travis Scott and The Rock and John Cena all like who would have thunk it that you would see an Instagram post of that? Not me, bro. Who would have thunk it? Because that is ridiculous. But yeah, that was a vibe. Also, the weather's getting nicer now. Spring is starting to flourish just a little bit. It's still freezing though. Like, I'm still having to de-ice my car in the morning, which is ridiculous. Very ridiculous. But then I'm realizing when I'm waking up now, the sun is actually shining. Bro, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love these mornings when it's just bright. It's crazy that at the start of the year, I used to wake up at 6 and it would be pitch black and it wouldn't start getting bright till quarter to 8, which is mad, which is actually crazy. But now it's actually starting to get bright by the time I wake up. And then, yeah, and I'm seeing the sunset when I'm driving to the gym. Nah, it's beautiful, bro. It's actually beautiful. But yeah, spring is on the way back. And while we're talking about spring being on the way back, Tems' music sounds the best for spring, summer. And these are the songs that I recommend for you to go listen to. If you know about Replay, then you know Bull. Found featuring Brent Faiyaz, banger. Avoid Things, bro, I love that song. That's probably my favourite Tems song. Not an Angel. If you know about that song, Not an Angel, man, that will have a grown man crying. Me and G, of course. Free Fall, the one with J. Cole, banger. Ready, banger. That probably is my favourite song off her album, Born in the Wild. But yeah, bro, Tems' music, it's just beautiful. It really is like, oh man, so good. And she deserves all her flowers, bro. She definitely deserved her Brit Award that she got. I mean, her Grammy, because her music is just really good and she deserves everything, man. I really want to see her again. Man. Tems. What a beautiful soul. What a beautiful soul. But I hope you guys are enjoying this podcast and I hope you're enjoying everything going on. I hope you guys are okay and hope you are taking care of yourself. While on this content creation journey, I've realized to have a moment where I've got to focus on the main thing that drives me to keep going. And I feel like that was my problem. If you don't know, then I'm creating content full time because I see myself as that, so I may as well act like it. But I feel like I was doing too much with vlogging, music content, gym content, fashion content, that it was making the quality of the things that I love the most, music, be a bit stinky. Maybe not stinky because it's always going to be good, but it was just putting my feed, my business, my portfolio all over the place. Like, what do you really want, bro? You know what I mean? You can't have everything all at once. You gotta let things simmer before you move on to the next chapter. And I was reading this book called Think and Grow Rich. And it was basically saying you cannot be successful at what you do if you just do too many things. Focus on the main thing that you do and flourish with that. It won't be easy, but as long as you just stay with that, then you're set. You know, I think that's the main important thing. And I was listening to I don't really watch Diary of a CEO podcast, but recently I've just been in my bag to watch it. I've been watching Diary of a CEO, right? And the one with the author from 48 Laws of Power. Very good episode. If you haven't watched it, I'd recommend for you to go and tap in because he was really speaking facts. And yeah, it's just important to follow the thing that you love to do the most, because I'm so grateful that I know what I love to do, and because I know that when I get older it will probably still be the same, or it will be something bigger but still relating to the same thing. People don't really realize until, well, it takes time for people to realize until they're older. And bro, do not be like that. Have time to focus on yourself and having moments of just silence, realizing and writing the things that you love to do the most, because that will literally click so that you can gravitate to the things that you want to do for your life. I told you guys that I have a full-time job. I can't lie. I don't even know if I've made the decision to quit because it's just not for me long term. I feel like I've been putting my toes into too many things that it was leaving me without any energy for myself. And I know I was only working there two or 3 days a week, but it was very detrimental for my purpose and for my happiness. And even though it's going to be difficult, I choose not to let it affect me. You know, I believe that while I'm not going to be there, me focusing on the craft and the thing that I love to do the most, it will gravitate and it will attract everything part of the field that I see myself being in. And I hope that you are taking encouragement from this to just do what you love to do. Okay, be cautious and be smart with the way that you move, because you don't want to make abrupt decisions. I feel like that's something that I do quite a lot. I get a job and then I quit. I get a job and then I quit because I realize that it's just not what I want to do. I already know what I want to do. I think subconsciously I've always known what I want to do. That's why I fucking quit so much with these places. I stay for a little bit until I realize, okay, I don't need this place. And then I quit. But honestly, yeah, the way that it happened, I was going to do it during like mid-March, but I was at work and then there's something inside me that just said, do it, like just do it. And I don't know if like I feel like it was God speaking to me, right? But there was just something from my gut that was just telling me to do it. And you know the saying, follow your gut. So I had to, and it may be the worst thing that I've done, but I'll make sure that it's the best outcome because we're not taking that for no reason. If that's happening, then there has to be a reason. So you guys are gonna see me more and more on your feed because I'm literally making the decision to die for this, die for creating content because I can't function without creating videos, bro. I love talking about music. I love it, and wherever I'm at, I just think about music. So yeah, I choose to die on this hill, man, and just graft with what I love to do. And I hope that you guys take that encouragement to do what you love to do because, man, the hunger that you get for something that you love to do is out of this world, and it's a blessing, a very big blessing. But unless you treat it with care, you will be on a slippery slope. And I choose to give it all to glory to God because honestly, without him, I'm nothing. Without him, I'm nothing. And yeah, anyone who's religious, always keep God first because he loves you and you're always going to do well, period. Before we finish the podcast, an album that I'll be listening to, well, I listened to the first time yesterday, was Life is Beautiful by Larry June and 2 Chainz. Bro, what an album. What an album. What a fucking album. I've heard little clips of the song Life is Beautiful. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to listen to it that much. I want to wait till I listen to the whole thing. From top to bottom. Bro, I'll literally show you. It's ridiculous. You know you like an album when you're literally liking the whole thing. Oh, I don't even like bro, look at this. Other than the outro. But other than that, bro, the whole album is in my liked song. I love it, bro. The album's sick. And this is maybe the best lyrically 2 Chainz has ever been. Because usually 2 Chainz is corny with his lyrics. His lyrics are usually just always corny. I was not expecting him to slap. Bro, it was actually really good. Like the storytelling, the motivational bars. Bro, I screenshotted some parts of the album. There's a really good part on the album where they're just talking. So on the song I Been, he goes, you ain't even gotta tell me I know I'm blessed. Facts. And then on LLC, he goes, put your mind to it, anything you can do. Put your mind to it, you can do anything. Facts. Bad choices, surrounded by angels, demon can't approach us. Facts. And then on Life is Beautiful, I don't gatekeep, I want everybody to eat. Facts. Like, bro, there's just so many good lines. And then there's like not a funny one, but like on Any Day, but when I step out, my aura is enormous. Big facts. And then on Any Day again, it goes, determination and consistency win the race. Major facts. Like, where, bro, what was I missing from Larry June and 2 Chainz? I'm definitely gonna listen to Larry June more because that's the first time I've ever actually listened to his music, but it's a very good album and I recommend it highly. So that would be my album of the week for you guys to listen to. Life is Beautiful, because it is really good. It is sick. It is really good. I'm gonna do rating playlists, and I'm gonna do one for one of the top viewers who always watches this, Dom. Yeah, Dom, you are the GOAT. So I'm gonna actually rate your playlist. It's called Underrated R&B Playlist. Underrated R&B Artists. And I'm gonna just, usually I'm in the car, but I'm gonna just play it from the speaker. I'm gonna put this on shuffle, and you have 3 songs to prove me right that you are top tier with your music choices. That's all I need to hear. You know, it's added to my like songs already. Dumb. You actually did not miss. Like, next song, I'm really going to listen to these properly in my own time. Next song, and this is the last song. This is going to be a banger. Watch. Oh, Nobu again. Oh, man. Dumb. You're cooking. He would have thunk it. Me. Nah, shout out to you, Dom. I actually fuck with your music taste a lot. You've got a very good music taste. Before we finish with the pod, 44 days until I go to America. 44. Days are getting closer. Days are actually getting really close, and I cannot wait. I can't wait, bro. 44 days. That's mad. And 40, 45, 45, 46, 47 days till I see Travis headline. Days are getting closer, bro. Of course, I'm going to be at weekend 2. I won't be at weekend 1. But that's besides the point. We will be there. And I can't wait. The content, crazy. I hope you guys are doing well. And I hope you guys are taking care of yourself. I hope that you are striving to be the best version of yourself through everything that you've got going on in your life. Life can be difficult. Life is not black and white, bro. Life is tough. I go through so much. You know, there's so much that I've been going through these months that I just choose not to really speak about because I want to give nothing but love to the podcast and I don't want to bring that vibe. Mentally, I've been okay. I feel like I'm starting to see the light. Even though there's so much chaos, but I feel like I'm doing my best to embrace it. But I hope you guys are doing the best and just seeing that there's always going to be the light. I hope you are all taking care of yourself and do the best that you do because mental health is important and music is such a good thing for the soul, bro. Listen to your music. Go on a walk and listen to your music. Me personally, when I go on my walks, I don't like to listen to music because I want to embrace the nature. Unless I've been out for too long and I'm like, you know what, let's listen to some music. But listen to some music, man. I hope you guys are taking care of yourself. And I hope you guys are staying true to yourself and doing what you love to do. Fuck what people think. Fuck all of that shit. Do what makes you happy and stick with that. Stay shining. Stay blessed. Stay eating. Stay drinking. Take supplements if you don't take them. Go to the gym. Go do that workout. Go book that holiday. Go on that trip. Go on, even if it's just a few hours away, go and do that. Do everything, bro. Life is short and everything is meaningless and everything is not. What matters is from here and just fulfill that, bro. That is the only fulfillment from here and up here. So yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you've enjoyed the podcast, episode 11, and I'll see you episode 12.